Hi, Aman. You are going to be one of our storytellers on Bodies of Stories number 3. Bodies of Stories is a storytelling show that's held through video conference on Zoom. I am Brune Smith. I am your host and for the show, and I am in Toronto. I am originally from Paris, France. And Aman, you're going to join us from Calgary, Canada. So what's your story? Where do you come from and all that?
First of all, thank you, Brune, for having me. It's just an honor and a pleasure to be one of the storytellers. Just so excited for the third episode of Bodies of Stories. I am from India. I currently live in Calgary, Canada. Storytelling and I have probably a very long ongoing relationship. I started performing when I was in school, when I was this scared kid, and my mom would push me on the stage and she would be like, you need to perform. And probably that forced habit of getting on the stage, it was only until I was in my university I realized how much this is me. This is what I really like to do. This is how I express, and this is the purpose of my life. That's what I thought at that time. And that's how I got into writing more. I was always reading. My mom and my aunt, both of them are school teachers, so there was a lot of language influence while I was growing up. But that's how I started writing. I have this blog that I used to write on, get the musings out of my head and write it there. When I started working in a corporate, there was this public speaking club called Toastmasters. And that was the formal stage where I had to write a script, give format to my stories, and started performing. Later moved on to, there was a time in my life when I started organizing storytelling open mics. It was more of an open mic, not just storytelling. The format was up to the performer, and they had to come and share. But it just makes me feel how different yet so similar each one of us is when the person comes on the stage, shares their vulnerability. And I think that it excites me how we are going to have that on March 8th with storytellers uniting across the world, different time zones, different screens, different life stories, but yet all of us come together that day. So I'm just so excited for it.
I'm so excited too. Can I ask you, how do you find your stories?
They don't let me sleep. I keep writing them. I keep thinking of them even in my dreams. But I think the moment you start picking the musings out of your head and weaving them into words, the journey is totally different. So I'm a writer before I'm a storyteller. So whatever goes into my stories is very close to my heart. So each sentence has been put in there with something in my mind. So sometimes I probably have to zip myself up and say, don't get too obsessed. It's fine. Nobody even cares. It's okay. But there's a very deep sense of belonging with each and every story that I share.
I like that. Do you feel like your stories just ask to be told, like ask to come out of you?
Oh yeah, all the time, all the time. So I'm extremely chatty and close to my family and my friends, and I would have all these observations about what's been in my day, and I'll be sharing it. But when I moved to Canada, I was by myself, and it was a feeling I was not used to. Who do I share these stories with? What do I do? And at that time, when I should have been writing more, I was getting closed, and it was all just getting summed up within, and I wasn't used to it. So, but the great country that Canada is, people are just so open to have a conversation if you can make that small talk. So one of the things that helped me survive my earlier times in Canada was just making that small talk with people on my way to work in the transit or in the grocery stores, or maybe somebody at a movie theater. And those were the moments that I would just keep waiting for in my day, just so that they could spark joy within me. Yeah. Grateful to be here now, where I have this formal platform of weaving all those experiences into stories and share it. So, yeah.
I love that. Well, so I received your script, your pitch, and I really loved your story. I can't wait for people to hear it live, being told live on Bodies of Stories on Zoom. So we're going to have our audience on our screens. You'll be able to see everyone on your screen and joining from different places. And so I'm very excited for that. We're going to have probably 5 storytellers, and I'm very glad you're on this journey with us. So thank you, and I can't wait to see you on March 8th for Bodies of Stories number 3. Thank you, Aman. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much, Brune. So excited. Thank
See
you.
you soon. Bye.
Bye.